Hello, sports fans, and welcome. Welcome to episode 231 of the Guru Talking Sports podcast. I'm your host, the Guru of Sports, and today I'm joined by an old friend. He just stopped by to make sure that, he wanted to just come and check on the Guru, see how he was doing. Kaden Guru is in the house. How you doing, Kaden?
I'm good. How are you, Guru?
I am fine. I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you as well.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. All right, so it's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, but we was talking before we got on the podcast about a couple different things, and one of them was RayGun from the Olympics. And, to tell you the truth, I cannot see how, after a whole week, it's been a whole week, and she's still being talked about, how bad she looked. But then again, they're saying that, hey, look, she was, her husband put her in, and she was ahead of the Breakdancing Association of Australia. I think it's ridiculous. What do you think?
I think it's really ridiculous. I feel like she was set up to fail from the beginning of the tournament, honestly.
I mean, some of the moves that she made, she looked like she was having an epileptic fit,
She looked like she was just like, she looked like she didn't know what to do. She looked very confused. Like, her body movement, it was like, it just looked like she was performing a skit rather than performing an Olympic sport.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is that she basically said that she knows how to break dance better than anyone in the world. And that's the best that Australia had to put out
That's
there.
bold.
It's bull. It's bull crap. To tell you the truth, I thought... Now, I didn't really get to see the women break dance. I did get a chance to see all the guys break dance because, like I said, I spent all day last Saturday just watching the Olympic, break dancing and everything, all the stuff from the Olympics on that Saturday and Sunday. The women's basketball game was really good. I got up really early and watched that. But back to RayGun. Now, she said that, she said she's the best best breakdancer of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time. I mean, I can't see it.
I don't know.
I can't see it. I mean, she's the biggest idiot of all time, to tell you the truth. I look at it this way. She had no rhythm, no form, and she just basically, and she didn't get any points from the judges. They just basically just dismissed her because it looks so stupid. I can't understand how Australia, just allowed her. But then again, she said that she was the only one that could represent the whole country of Australia. Do you believe that?
I don't know. It's just like, I feel like there's way better options than.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the dancer. I don't think it's the dancer. I think it's the dances that she was doing that were like making fun of. But a lot of people were also hating too. Like,
yeah,
a lot of people were like not Olympic athletes, so we can't really talk. But
yeah, well, I can't. I just think that she just went out there and wanted to make a fool of herself. I can't break dance. I never tried it or whatever. But, I look at it this way. My dog Alex, you, me, my other dog Ellie could probably go out there and break dance a lot better than she could, And like I said, I never tried it. I watched it a lot. Watched it up in New York and everything, but I've never seen anything like that. All right, so getting back to we're watching the highlights from the all the preseason games today. So I mean, we're actually watching the Cowboys and the Raiders, and this guy, what was his name? The kicker that just
Brandon Aubrey.
Brandon Aubrey just kicked a 66-yard field goal, and that was crazy. Okay, I did want to say something about the women's Olympic team. You know, I thought that this game was really, really intense, and it was good. It's just that, you know, they really had to pull that out. And, you know, I was saying to a couple of people, I said, hey, look, you know what? This is not going to be a walk in the park for the women Olympic team, basketball team, because you got to remember, too, they lost to the WNBA All-Stars before they came into this tournament. And, you know, I was saying to myself, you know, if they would have had, you know, Kaden Clark on there, they could have won. They could have been a little bit better, you know. But they actually, I got to give it to them. They really, really played their butts off, you know. And, you know, like I said, they were good. They were really good. We just watched that play with Travis Kelce caught the behind the back pass from Patrick Mahomes. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. All right, so
you've never seen anybody do that before in a game.
No, not really.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Carson Wentz. You're still a Carson Wentz fan, ain't you?
Yeah. You know, I can't hate.
No, I can't hate either, but, you know, bad quarterback play was bad quarterback play. You know, he can't be no worse than Zach Wilson, right?
Oh, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson.
I don't know who's worse, him or Daniel Jones.
Oh, Daniel Jones. Oh, my gosh. You see that? He threw that interception. I mean, that guy was just like right there, and he just threw it to him. He was about ready to get sacked. Oh, man. Like I said, we're watching all these preseason highlights. And, you know, the funny thing about preseason is that you can't really take this stuff seriously. But, you know, guys are out there. The guys that are non-starters are out there trying to win positions and all. They're showing the highlights from this Giants game. And, you know, Daniel Jones just looks lost out there. You know, and he just basically just threw that ball up for grabs and threw a pick six, and then he had a couple more interceptions or so.
I actually really like Daniel Jones playing for the Giants because
yeah, you're an Eagle fan, that's why.
They should start him as many seasons as Eli Manning played. So
well, Eli Manning was a great quarterback. You know, I look at Eli as probably I think he's a Hall of Famer. Do you think so?
No, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
What do you mean? He beat Tom Brady twice.
Well, do you value rings more than play and more than?
No, but I got a fact for you. He's the 10th leading passer of all time.
I understand his stats are Hall of Fame worthy and his rings are Hall of Fame worthy, but when you watch his film, he was mediocre. He was so inconsistent with his films and his seasons. I don't see a Hall of Fame quarterback when I watch him, because his two Super Bowl winning seasons where his defense was, you can argue that his defense like carried him. He didn't carry them, but like, you know, like.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But see, another thing too is that look at Brad Johnson, look at Trent Dilfer. I mean, they wasn't really good quarterbacks, but their defense carried them to
and
the
plus,
Super Bowl.
he never won a playoff game where he never won a playoff game in his outside his two Super Bowl winning seasons.
Yeah.
So I look at it that way, like.
But see, that's the thing. The guy got hot when he needed to get hot, and I thought, you know, I think he is a Hall of Famer. I mean, I know your point of view, and I respect your point of view. But I really think this kid is. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. It was just showing highlights from Denver and Bo Nix. Did you see him last weekend?
No, I didn't.
He looked pretty good, and I think they're going to roll with Bo Nix for Denver. So that should be.
I heard that they gave him way more time than Zach Wilson.
Well, yeah. I mean, wouldn't you? If you was the coach at Denver, would you put Zach Wilson out on the field?
This preseason, I put Bo Nix first because he's my newest draft pick. So
yeah. Well, I would never put Zach Wilson out there. He's really bad. I hate to say it. I don't want to say anybody sucks or whatever, but he's just really bad. Really, really bad. Okay, so mostly, I know that you're an Eagle fan, and how do you feel about your Eagles this year?
I'm ready to win and lose some very close games, and I just want them to stay consistent throughout the regular season. Throughout the regular season, I just want them to just play great football. Just don't play careless football. Just don't play. Just play the right brand of football that we know. That we played for the first 11, 12 weeks of our season last year. So,
and just hopefully that you guys won't collapse, but. I got a feeling that if Nick Sirianni can't get it done this year, he's going to be a goner. What do you think?
I actually really like Sirianni as a coach. I feel like he fits our play style and our.
You really do? Oh, God. He just reminds me of a cheerleader that wanted to be a coach. But nah, he's all right, I guess. All right, so actually I wanted to talk to you about fantasy football. Now, fantasy football is coming up pretty soon, and our draft is about, 2 weeks away?
Right.
All right, so now I'm not going to tell you my draft strategy.
I know your
draft strategy. I already told you one guy that I want to get, but I know that you'll probably end up picking him before,
This is what you got to do. You gotta follow somebody's draft strategy so you know their every move.
No, yeah, I mean I'm gonna be picking last, but it's, I don't mind picking last. But see, I'm the commissioner of the league. Now in our league is called the Third and Long League. Now I got it's a 10-team league, and you can play multiple quarterbacks and all this stuff. But I've been working really hard from about maybe June all the way up until now to try to get everything set for the fantasy season. What I usually do is it takes me a long time to get this schedule together because of me working and everything. I try to get the schedule done by August 1st so I can make sure that I go over everything and make sure that I have the draft settings all set up, and then I got to remind everybody to make sure that they get their keepers in, and make sure that everything is top, because on August 31st, that's when the keepers go in, and I'm going to push the keepers at the back of the draft so we can have all these other guys that are rookies and all the other men that's guys that are in the pool can be picked, and then like I said, all your keepers and stuff will be at the end. We're only keeping 3 this year in my league. 1 quarterback, 1 running back, and 1 wide receiver or a tight end. So let's say you took a quarterback, you took a running back, and you took a tight end. Your tight end was who?
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. So, he's probably one of the best tight ends in the game. So, he's going to basically keep them, and I'm going to let him keep them. I can't really, I just want everybody to have a good time. But let me give you a little idea about how I run my operation and all. Okay, so I'm the league manager. What I'll do is that I will never pick above 4. Maybe 5th. I don't want to, like I said, I really like picking, last to give everybody else the opportunity. See, I don't have to win my league because I'm the commissioner. I don't have to win, but I put it out there so everybody else can have an opportunity to win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I think that's kind of fair because, I've been in leagues where guys were like, you know what? I'm the league manager. I'm going to pick first. I'm going to take the best player and screw you other guys. I can't do that because, like I said, I've been playing fantasy since 2008. And, like, what I usually do is I make sure that, it's even and it's fair. I always thought that, playing this, people can get carried away with, calling names and all that stuff. I don't allow that because I want to make sure that my league is, everybody has a respect for each other and basically just play hard, I really think that just doing that, that's why I got guys that have been in the league, as long as I done had it. I got like 2 guys. I think 2 out of the original 12 that stuck with me the whole time. So, like I said, they are basically, they're Hall of Famers. And what I usually do is I announce the Hall of Fame class at around, let's say, the night of the draft. I usually do. And I usually make my draft probably the Sunday before the season starts. Only because, you got injuries and everything during the preseason. And, it's like if I had a draft like today, let's say like if you would have picked, somebody that just got hurt, you kind of screwed. So I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that, it's fair and everybody has a good opportunity to win. And also I put it in a rule that I, also want to make sure that everybody know and they're clear about is that, hey, look, I usually look at the rosters to see if somebody's competing, somebody's not competing. So if you're not competing and you go 0-13 or so, don't expect to get the first pick. Because, you're going to get the top 4, but you might not get the first pick. Because the thing is, why should I reward you for not playing? You know? You can't do that. I mean, because what I want to see is everybody competing, everybody trying to go after the trophy. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do before, I think in a couple weeks, I'm going to probably get our league trophy and display it. I'll send out a text with the picture of everything. The trophy is going to be named after my cousin, and it's going to be named the James Davis Trophy. So, what we're going to do is, like, in short, if you go to the championship, you win the Davis Trophy. So, I think that's a pretty good tribute to him. He was in our league last year, and the only year that he was in. But, like I said, you guys know that, unfortunately, he passed away. And actually, I inducted him into the Hall of Fame because of, not because of, he was my cousin or whatever, but it's an unfortunate circumstance to where I think that if he would have played longer, he would have, probably won a championship or so. But right now, I want to make sure that I get this done. There's going to be 2 new guys into our Hall of Fame. And right now, I'm sitting right next to one of them. Congratulations, Mr. Kaden. You are now a member of the Third and Long Hall of Fame, and I have your Hall of Fame certificate here, and I will read it. Kaden Guru, we'll just say Guru. Kaden Guru. For the superior achievement and excellence in fantasy football. This award is for your outstanding play in the Third and Long League. You have been elected to the Third and Long Hall of Fame.
Oh, man.
This 31st day of August 2024, and I signed it, Commissioner Guru. So this is your copy, and I gotta make another copy for you because I know I messed up. I actually spelled his name wrong, and he has a middle name. My last name is his middle name. No, you can't. Don't do that. I'll just make you a new one.
I can just do that.
No. This one's just a prototype of what you're gonna be.
I'm gonna frame this. This is.
Oh, that's cool. Really nice, Oh yeah, you're going back to school too, right? Yeah.
I'll frame it up and put it in my dorm room.
There you go. I'll make sure that I write it out and spell your name right. Your last name is, not my last name, so your middle name is mine.
Yeah, it's
last
confusing.
name. Yeah, I know it is. You should hyphenate it. You should get it hyphenated. Would you do that?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Anyway, so I wanted to make sure that you knew that you were, did you have any idea that you were?
No, my goal was to win a championship in the league, and that was one of your recommendations, or it was one of your requirements.
Yeah.
To win, and I came in the championship, but I've been in the playoffs every year, so
yeah.
I just after a few years, I knew I was going to get in, but I just wanted to win a championship because I never did in fantasy, so it'd be really nice.
I think you will get it one day. Hopefully not this year, because I'm going to try to win it myself. Yeah. Like I said, hey, I'm the commissioner, but I don't have to win. But I do like to compete, and then, like I said, I want to make sure that I put the best product out there and show people that, hey, look, you know what? I'm competing. I'm not just a commissioner that's just laying back and, not doing anything. I'm going to compete. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. It doesn't matter. I came in third last year. So, after a bad season, I actually went 7-6 or something like that. That was 7-6 was okay. It kept me out of the bottom tier. So, I look at it this way. It was pretty good for me. So, like I said, there was years that I came in second. I actually went to the bowl, which is the Davis Bowl. I went there, twice and haven't won either. So, no, actually once. I'm sorry, once. So I'm 0-1 for championships appearances. But like I said, with it's going to be fun this year. I think it's going to be really, really good fun this year. Because, like I said, I want to make sure that everybody has a good time and everybody's competing and enjoying themselves. But like I said, I don't want people to feel like, hey, look, I don't care. I actually, there's like little things that I'm doing, like buying a trophy and, giving out certificates and stuff like that and having a Hall of Fame. I think it's like a really cool incentive. Now, I don't play for money because, money is, we just do it for fun. So,
right.
I really like doing this for fun. I enjoy being a commissioner, trying to make the hard calls and, trying to, adjust things when I have to. So, but for right now, for a few minutes, let's talk about you going to college, back to college. So your first year was good, and your summer is coming to an end. And what did you do basically all summer? I want to know.
Work, and hang out.
Hang out? What did you do with hanging out?
I went shopping a little bit, and then saw a few Phillies games, one Orioles game.
Okay, when you went to the Orioles game, what was that about?
I went with you.
You did, right?
Yeah.
All right. You had a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time.
All right. Yeah, that was Father's Day, and I really appreciate that because, like I said, that was probably one of the great Father's Day that I ever had. Dante always has, calls me and everything, and has, make sure that I have a good Father's Day. But going to a Phillies Orioles game on Father's Day was pretty good, even though that the Orioles won that game. I was even happier. But like I said, the Phillies have been in a little bit of a slump, but they're coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Orioles look like they're still in the slump. They're limping along.
They're going to lose in the NLCS.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Just used to.
All right. Well, Phillies will find a way to lose too. So I'm just teasing. All right. So like I said, I know that you're going back to college, and next week I'm gonna go and help you move into college. And like I said, like I told you before, last year when you was going for the first year, just concentrate, work hard, and do enjoy college life, because when you got to get out here in the real world, it's going to be, well, you got a taste of the real world this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you do during the summer? What kind of job did you have?
Work construction.
Yeah, you did. You tired sometimes, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, as long as you don't drive a truck like me, I'm okay. So.
That's not that bad.
What do you mean?
Driving a truck.
I know, but see, the thing is that I want you guys, you and Dante, to be better than me. Don't be me, be better than me. I just drive a truck because I like it, and it's pretty cool. But the thing about it is that with you guys, you guys have a future, and I wanted to make sure that you guys get taken care of. That's why, I drove a truck, because I want to make sure I take care of you guys all the way. Mm. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. But, like I said, for you, kiddo, good luck in school this year. I'll be coming up next weekend to help you. I promise I won't cry. And, Maddie, I'm gonna, wish her the best year, having a good school year as well. But, like I said, it's kind of sad when the summer goes and then you guys got to go back to school, and, I probably won't see you guys for a while. But, like I said, I just really enjoy your company, and, thanks for just, that was a big part of my summer, just having you coming down, and, hanging out and stuff like that. We still didn't get a chance to go to Cowtown, but like I said, what I'll do is, when I get a chance, I'll go over and I'll grab you, something like maybe Phillies City Connect jersey or something like that.
I don't. Do you like those jerseys?
They're all right. I'm actually waiting for a jersey right now. I'm waiting for my Frank Robinson Baltimore Orioles gray road jersey, and I think that was pretty sweet. Now I just got the Brooks Robinson one a while back, and I love that jersey. I think it's probably one of the coolest jerseys I ever had, and it's just really really cool. Brooks Robinson was one of my favorites of all time, so I had to represent him, and just remembering the times that I met him and spent time talking to him. He was always nice, and he always had time for me. And you can ask Dante. Me and Dante went to see him one time, and he was a great dude. So, but like I said, I want to thank you for just being here, and thank you for being a good son, and congratulations on your Hall of Fame award. Matter of fact, I wanted to say that the other Hall of Famer will be the guy that you lost to in the championship. His name is Hunter. Hunter Bauer is going to be a Hall of Famer too. So I know that, if you're listening to this podcast right now, Hunter, congratulations. And I want to make sure that, you will get your championship, or, I took care of him. I'll make sure that he, had a great championship run, and recognize him as a champion. But the champion that we have now, Chris, he's going to be very tough to beat this year. He's going to be tough. Dante is always tough. Like I said, we got a new guy into the league this year because we had to replace James. But we'll see how things go. And like I said, it really takes a long time with this fantasy stuff. And like I said, during the off season, and from June all the way up until August, before the early part of August, I'm working trying to get this stuff together because actually we have a bye week in week 5.
Right.
All of us have a bye week because I couldn't figure out how to get that other game. Like I said, it's a lot of work. I do a lot of work. I do a lot of work driving, and I do a lot of work helping, making sure that my fantasy league is intact. So, all right, guys. So we're gonna wrap this up, but we're sitting up here now, hanging out, and we're watching the Raiders and the Cowboys, and it's a pretty good game. But like I said, the highlights were just basically pretty funny from earlier games and all. All right, guys. You guys take care of yourself. We'll be back next week, and with episode 232 of the Guru Talking Sports podcast. I'm your host, the Guru of Sports, with Kaden.
Kaden Guru.
And we will see you soon. You guys take care now. The Guru will see you real soon. Later.